And I'm certainly grateful to Mr. Yahuwah, because, it's moving into an area that I wasn't knowledgeable about. But ain't too much I can't catch on to. I tell you that much. Ain't too much I can't pick up on. It come down this way. I tell you, it don't take long. I mean, when you're honest, and my whole desire to know it is for us to be better informed, because a lot of things we've done over the past has just been basically what we've heard and hadn't really got a real gist of understanding and the importance of why they wrote the way they wrote. We got into a system that America has used to entrap us. I was talking to a gentleman on the phone here a little bit ago from Canada. Got calls out of recall back. Some people. Whew. One day I was gonna call her back, man. She got so many problems. I'm just had to block a day out. I thought she said she had been raped by it. Ain't being funny. She had so much. It just drained me. Just listen to the message. I think she said she had been raped 3 or 4 times. Oh, I said, God, man, that's a mess. And she said she see her rape. Said she want to lead it. She want to lead the state and move him before she wound up doing something detrimental to him. I said, it's only natural to feel that way, with so many things happening. Just let you know sometimes how you take things for granted. And, it takes something to have the mind, Mr. Yahuwah give. There's a lot of people. You see people on talk shows and people, I've been molested. And, that'll be they got on drugs and alcoholism, homosexuality, or different things. You always see different times. And then, in a way they kind of parade these people in front of us and say, like, these people, the icon or the fabric of the whole situation, and they should be watched and supported and given. A lot of us in society have dealt with things and, things that happen to us, but we hadn't used that for no excuse. I drank because I wanted to drink. Didn't have nothing to do with my past. Didn't nobody drive me. I smoke. My cousin was smoking. I told him it was stupid. It was stupid sitting there smoking. That's stupid. So I smoked barbecue ribs. I said, what did it taste like? They're like, really? I mean, like nothing. I was like, what? And I smoked it. Then I thought I thought my heart was started, being kind of funny. I was scared. I was like, that feel, because I never had the feeling before. I said, I get through with this right here. I won't smoke no more. And I smoked again. I said, now I can handle it. That's how they trick you into it. Isn't that right? You grow into it, but I won't blame that on anything that happened to me in my past to say why I drank or I smoked because of past things that happened to me. You basically make a choice. People can always use different, scenarios or things that happen in their life. People use them. Oh, I cried. I'm so hurt and so tore up. And there's nobody in life that hasn't been damaged. One way or another. You got some damage. It's all about how you choose to deal with things. Don't let people, and then when you watch these shows, they basically just kind of give you a mindset to kind of accept it or to justify what you're going through. You know what I'm saying? Or to justify the behavior that you want to take on. Some people, like you've seen, they had a movie one time, this white woman, think she had got molested. She was a prostitute. She was going around killing the men. They gave her the death penalty in Texas. Monster. Yeah, monster. Yeah, she used that for an excuse to go around and she just kill every man that wanted to get a prostitute. I mean, you got people always trying. This woman was a killer from the baby. She was a killer from the womb. A lot of times people just try to use her. How many of y'all had never seen the movie Monster? Yeah, that heifer lost it. Yeah, she lost it. They gave her the death penalty. She was killing everybody. You know that right? You ain't going to put that on no way. How many people have been molested, been raped? They don't go around just killing people. Once you kill the person that victimized you, which would make sense on that end, I can't see you justifying killing everybody you run into contact with. But then again, that's kind of some of the mindset of white people. Always looking for somebody to blame for something and say everybody look like somebody so they can justify the detriment or the inflicting they give our people. And that's why we have to stop and take a chance. We have to make a change for our people. I won't ever stop speaking about the social ills that happen to us. Just like they decided to let these federal workers go back to work. They're so excited and so happy, but the damage has been done. That's how Mr. White Man does. When he inflict damage on people, destroy people's lives, people have to sell their goods, eat people's lights off. They say they credit shot. Then they're going to sit around and let them go and say, we're going to give you a pay in a few days. And they feel like they've been justified. And it's only natural. And it's good that white people experience this so they can just get a small inkling of what our people have dealt with for a lifetime. That white people will come along and give you a block of cheese and it will justify the many years that he starved us. Isn't that right? White people will come along and give you some type of right that they've created and call it some type of advancement when you're still behind. I don't know how you advance when you're still behind. If your kid is getting an F in school, your kid goes from an F minus to a complete F, I don't see advancement. I still see failing. So we got to stop buying into the mind that white people have created something that's going to help us or that is helping us to progress. That's just not the action of white people. And why their defenses are down and why they're so destructive toward one another. Because white people white people not like us. This won't go away. This temporary 21-day come back to work it's not going to fix the problem for them. Because white people looking at, listen, you don't imagine what they had, 35 days of affliction? Can you imagine you going to compare your 35 days of affliction when you still got programs like what they had, GoFundMe, food pantries, banks calling telling white people, we'll give you loans, and other creditors, AT&T, other people jumped immediately out telling them, listen, don't worry about your bill till you pay. I don't know how white people even try to put themselves on the same plateau as us. There's no way in compare. Where was our aid? Where were our social help program when this man stole it from our country? When this man robbed us of our history and our dignity? So to try to compare that little 35-day little thing, them white people frantic. They fainted. They were ready to commit suicide. They didn't know what to do. They had shit to sell. We ain't got shit. We ain't had shit to sell before then. We had shit after. I don't know how you can ever compare these people to us. Well, such is life. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to let them go back to work. Me, myself, I would not let those people go back to work. Not for me. I couldn't see doing nobody that wrong and letting you come back to work. There's no way I can expect you to do a good job. Listen, I'll go in there, I'll unplug every damn computer they got. Everybody with an IRS debt you won't have when I get back to work come Monday morning. I'll show theirs when I go back to work. Listen, for 35 days you put me and my family through that shit and that torment not knowing what's going to happen, eviction notice. Some of these people been evicted. These folks have, listen, this stuff had destroyed some of these people's lives. And you think you're going to just let me walk back in here Monday morning to go back to work? Damn work, I want my money. Y'all hear me? I want my money. These people done exhausted everything they had, borrowed, scrimped, sold stuff that was family heirloom. Got rid. Well, again, it's a good part to it because now they get a small inkling of what it's like to be black. What it's like to go and perform every day for somebody and they come along and rob you for everything you got. Welcome to being black for 35 days. You know they go and put on them black face, they either put on a little show for the white man. There you go. Now you got the black life on. You can put the face on with it. Now you need to wear it for 35 days to go along with how he treats you. Y'all all right? Yes, sir. I'm telling you, it's the time now for our people to organize, to strategize, to put together and combat these ills that's happening from the medical situation or the medical society, from the education society, to every society people got. If it's ever been a time that our people need to come together now and establish something, it need to be now. It need to be now. And everybody that's a believer. Y'all all right? It's being honest. We came out Mizraim. I know they'll say, I'm a believer that only all blacks should be together. I'm not. It wouldn't make sense. We came out Mizraim, they called Egyptian. The book didn't tell y'all, people don't pay attention. We weren't the only people that came out. When we came out of Mizraim, the book said we was a mixed multitude. So everybody that came out wasn't Yasharal. But they became Yasharal. So the fact that these groups will teach that whites can't join us is contradictory to your own book. And we're not saying that the people came out with white, but they were another nation. And yet when they came out, they was regarded as Yasharal because they kept the same laws and the same statutes and the same judgment. That's what it takes to become Yasharal, not your color. Yes, sir. There's a system that denigrates us. There's a system that destroys us. It's not every white person. It's not every Asian person, not every Hispanic person. It's a system. And we got to teach our people how to differentiate between the two. Some of them take on the psychology, hate all whites, hate all Hispanic. I don't hate all or nothing. I hate all wrong. That's right. I would be lying to you if I told you I didn't have no hate. That's a waste of emotion. You got to have hate. Yes, sir. Isn't that right? You're supposed to hate the evil. Yes, right. What you do? You're going to sit around and love a child molester and one that molests your child. You supposed to love him? Not at all. I hate him. Right. Isn't that right? Yes, you supposed to love a murderer? I hate him. That's right. You know, somebody going to be the murder victim? I got to hate you. You had to hate in order to do what you did. Right. That dangerous white man can tell me he could do what he do to me and he don't hate me. There's no reasoning for your rationale. There's got to be a reasoning. Even judges will look at that. When a man break in and rob and steal something and he don't have a job and he got a family, even a judge will look at that and say, there's some type of rationale. Right? It makes a difference. They said it's a difference between me just walking down the street just shooting this man and keep going. They said you did it with no regard. It's a difference. I shoot this man when this man got a weapon and this man is threatening to kill me and my family and I don't have no other way. But it's still murder. You see how it works? But there's a reasoning. Tell the white man to tell you what's the reason for hanging and killing you. For raping and selling you, he has no rationale. Therefore, I hate him. Y'all all right? I'm talking to people that did evil. I don't hate everybody white. No more than I'm going to hard, which is love everybody black. Because you're going to look at anybody that did longer detriment and harm to you, it's going to be black people. The black people that you really need to be aware of is Mizraim that you call the Egyptian. They were black. They looked just like you, and they kept you in bondage for over 430 years. And black people ain't got enough sense to hate them. And those are your Yoruba Nigerians. Most people don't even know who Nigerians are. The Nigerians are the original Mizraim. Most black people don't know no better. They were just stupid. That's how white folk train. They so busy trying to train you to hate them, they don't realize they suck you out with Nigerians. If they're every one of them, but their nationality, they are Mizraim. They were removed from their land and they were put in the other land that you're going to call Nigeria. And that's why they're the largest group, because they came from Mizraim. They are the original Egyptians. All these black people don't know now. They sit around thinking they were white folk. How the hell a white man going to walk around there and going to burn up in one of the hottest regions around there on the planet? Those people were black, dark-skinned, just like you and I. They look just like us. They're the descendants of Cush. One of the sons, one of the biz of Newark. But they don't know that about them. You know what's so busy hating on the Nigerians said right beside you don't know. Most of them, especially you, but I ain't just tell you, I've been told you about them. They sneaky and dirty as hell. I'm just being honest. Listen, you won't find no Yoruba they're going to tell you on the same level now. They're always going to think they're smarter than you. They tricked your ass in Mizraim. After we pulled them out of their crisis, after they were finna get ready to go through it, it's in your book. They turned on us later and turned around and they put us under affliction. And you so busy counting the white man, you don't know the Nigerian did more detriment to you than any of them. Most of our people don't know nothing. Can we pull that board out here? I teach our people, you'll learn more in here, you're going to learn in a year. And whatever you pay with a degree, give me that money. Give me that money right now, cash. Give me half of it. I'm going to have something you can use. Ain't that right? It's bad. It's bad that most of these people, how many of y'all, well, I know y'all, how many of y'all have never been taught that the original Mizraim were the people that were actually the Nigerians? They never told us that. They're Nigerians. That's why they were moved. That's why you'll never outsmart. I had some Nigerian going to come buy something for me the other night. I said, what, Yoruba or Igbo? They said, Yoruba. I said, going to be some shit. It wound up being some shit, too. They had me and Bryce out there. There's nothing but shit. I told you before you got, you don't hear my time. I ain't got time for no shit now. Anytime you don't get it, because y'all don't heard me tell y'all before. That all of you stupid. I said, okay. I made that up, didn't I? It's impossible for a Mizraim to be smarter than me. It's impossible. It's just not possible. But y'all don't know that. Just think about how much anger, how many harbor hate toward the white man. Because of racism, because of wrongdoing, because of the murders of our babies, because of the false imprisonments. Is it not true? Hold on for a minute. Are these not the reason why we, as so-called people of color, hate the white man? Yes, sir. Let me get this straight. Because of captivity, because of slavery, because of the murder of our kids, and false imprisonment. This is why we hate them. I just want to make sure. Y'all remember that, right? All right, that's all I need to know. Come on, good man. Hold on for a minute. Trying to see if he pulled his shoes up. Are you ready? Last night he was in the Miami. Man, Mr. Blood, he said, score! His pants were coming up their knee. I don't think turned to gotcha. But listen, I guarantee though, I ain't changed it didn't change the way I feel about you though. Listen, you won't find a more humble man. Come on, you won't find a finer man. Isn't that right? He was way in the water. Way in the... That's how... We've been there before. Don't worry about it. Come on there, Goodman. Sherry, let it sound. All right. Understand, that just turn. Usually we go down. Jessica, wake up. Don't worry about it. He wanted to go to sleep then. Eternal Kudashab in the Shema Yahusha Wahamashiach. We palau to your Kudashim, which is your name. We ask for your Barak, which is your gift to be stored upon us, that you grant us the Ruach HaKadosh, which is your spirit of separation. We ask you that you keep us, guide us, and lead us, that you instruct us in the way that is Sadiq, which is righteous. We ask you to purify and to cleanse us from all kata, which is sin, iniquity, and trespasses. We ask you to Barak, the Berith, which you gave unto Shabbat, unto Abraham, which is the covenant that you promised to him. Yatsakak, whom they call Isaac, Jacob, who they call Jacob, and to the Yahudim and Yasharal, and even to the way of Yah assembly. Asking you to Barak those that are watching in, those that are seeking, those that are calling upon you, those we commit to you in Palau, those that are afflicted and sick, gone astray and taken from us. Restore, heal, bound up, and keep according to your debar, which is your word. We ask you to search us and try to see if there be any wicked ways. Cast it from us and lead us in the way everlasting. Let the debar of our mouth, let the meditation of our lob, which is our heart, be accepted in your sight. And as we prepare to move further in this service, we allow that you take full control, that you get the tahala, that you get the kabud, and you get the kabad. In the Shema Yahushua HaMashiach, we allow. Let us all say, Amen. All right. All right, good man. We'll get rid of. I might need another marker. I'll get the board out here too, so we up here going to work. One thing we can tell, we ain't the only one. We definitely one of them. Ain't that right? Make sure the heat ain't on. That's on. The heat is on. The heat is on. I'm in a statement. I don't know. I don't know if it's. Look, I see if. I can't remember how to spell it. See if it's Kimmy Moo. I don't know. Let's see if that's how you spell it. See if you look it up. Let's see if you find it. See what it tells us. While you do that, give me the book of Romans. Let me kill a light on that one. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. So we like for people to see what you're being taught instead of people just telling you something and leading you in the wrong way. Isn't that right? Kimmy Moo, it should refer over to the Nigerians. That was the name they actually gave them after they moved them. I'm not sure the spelling of it. Is that how you spell it? Is it? Did they look it up? I guess they're still looking. You can't find it. I know it's there though. I might have spelled it incorrectly. That's how I spelled it? M-U. Two ways you can spell it. Usually it is. Which way I spell it? Kemet. You saying Kemet? Kemet gonna deal with differently. K-E-M-U. What did you say? K-A-M-U-T. That's what you said? No, I'm talking to people. You're talking about Kim, I'm talking about Kimmy Moo. What's going to refer to the name of the people? What did you say? Okay, K-E. You say E-M-O-U? Kimeu. This is Kimeu. Let's see. All right. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 24. And I don't have no heat on, right? How many of y'all a little warm? All right, we make sure we give them a little break in here. Isn't that right, girl? Josh, you might be warm because your shirt too tight. Isn't that right? Joker wear turtleneck, sleeve, and wrist. We just let it break it for them. This is Romans first. They're looking at it from Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning.
For what reason?
That we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures,
might have what?
Hope.
So we have a basis always for why we go back and we look at the scripture. So we start to look and we start to identify different behaviors, correct? All right, let's see the book of Barashit, which they're going to call Genesis, but the proper name is called Barashit, which means in the beginning. Barashit. Let's see if it's 39 and 5. Then we're going to get Barashit 40 and 12. But look at behavior. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass,
And it came to pass,
from the time that he had made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that Yahuwah Baraka Mizraim's house for Yahusuf's sake.
so now you can ask yourself, how did the white man become so prosperous, become so industrial? It was simply because of us. See, people didn't realize the value point of having us. It because it wound up if Yahusha, according to the covenant that Yahuwah gave unto Abraham, that he was going to barak us. So if he was going to barak us, which is bestow a gift upon us, that means wherever we were and whoever we were with would be a recipient of whatever we received. Because of the oath, which is the berith, that he swore, that he shabbat to Abraham, to Yaakov, then other people will be benefactors of what we receive. See, white people ain't stupid.
That's right.
White people ain't building no wall to stop you from coming here. They already know that the Mexican is not profitable. That's why they can fight them off. That's why they can block them off, because they already know there's not a value point with you. The value is with us. Oh, what you got? Let's see if Barashit. Let's see. 20. 20, Barashit, they call it Genesis chapter 20, verse 4. So 30, Barashit, 30, she's 12. Let's see what happened. This is Barashit, they call Genesis chapter 20 at verse 4. Listen to the book.
But Abimelech had not come near her.
This is what we're talking about when Abimelech, the Malak, had taken Sarah, his Ashah, which is his wife, they'll call it. And now he hadn't come near her. What happened?
And he said, Yahuwah, wilt thou slay also a Sadiq nation?
See, that's will you slay a righteous nation. Listen what happened.
Said he, not unto me, she is my akuth.
And even what?
And she, even she herself said, he is my ak.
What happened?
In the integrity of my lob,
And
innocency of my hands,
what did you do?
have I done this.
Listen.
And ALAHYM said unto him in a dream, Yea, I know that thou didst this in the integrity of thy lob.
But what happened?
For I also withheld thee from sinning against me.
Listen what happened.
Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
Listen what happened.
Now therefore restore the Ish his Ashah.
Therefore do what?
Restore the Ish his Ashah.
Tell him why, son.
For he is a Nabi.
Because he's a Nabi. And then right, they're going to put prophet. We would never use that word. A prophet is somebody that soothsayers, that conjures for God. We don't believe in God. God is a Greek title. We don't have a God. We have a ALAHYM. He is ALAHYM. He is power for us. ALAHYM. We take that from the Aleph. I'm going to need another pen. The Aleph, which is one of Aleph Beth. The Aleph, which is going to represent strength, which is going to represent life, which is going to represent death for us, because the Aleph is strong enough to kill a man, as well as his blood was also used to atone, to save a man for committing sin. So when we look at the Aleph, we look at the parent root, which is the all. This is why we say he was all. The ALAHYM may be all in all. Y'all heard that statement? The all, because this is going to be the parent root. When you look at the Aleph is composed of the Aleph, the Lamed, the Aleph again, and the Pa. So we look at the all creates that. So we look at the parent root. We would call him the all. We would never call him God. The Arabics would call him El. We would never use El. That's what you use for Superman daddy. He was El. We don't have it. We have an all. Isn't that right? So a lot of things these people talk, we try to look at parent root. How you even get to creating the ALAHYM. We're going to take it from the Aleph, and we're going to take the parent root, which is the all. That's what we look at. Listen.
And he shall palal for thee.
Listen there, and he shall palal. This is our word, not pray. White people touch to pray is palal. Listen what happened.
And thou shalt live.
See what happened? He shall do what?
And he shall palal for thee, and thou shalt live.
Now, you got to ask yourself about this. You just found a man that just came in and dwelt among the Abimelech and his people. You found that they had taken this man's Ashar, which is his wife. And when he took him, ALAHYM appeared to him. And when ALAHYM appeared, ALAHYM told him to give the man back his Ashar, which is his wife. And he told him that what this man would do for him, this man will palal for you and you will live. When the white man took us, he taught us to pray for him. Because guess what else he did when he took us? He took our wife.
Yep, that's right.
He knew. That's why he would come get out of Shan and give her back to you.
Yeah.
He was smart enough to read your book and knew you be praying for him.
Yeah.
While he ended up banging your wife, taking your wife, you be praying for this man.
Yep.
Y'all got it? That's how important it was to have us. See, Musa even asked when they were sitting in the camp and the people were Nabur, they gonna put prophesying. And two started to do it when Musa had left the camp. He said, wouldn't ALAHYM that all his arm were Nabin? Because if all of us were Nabin, guess what would happen? That means all of us could palal and we could get results. So the white man knew when he taught you, one thing he gave you in your captivity was the power to pray. Palal, and he taught you to pray for who? Your enemies. That's what they taught you. These people had you praying for them. Because then they started realizing something. You were good to have around. Don't y'all know we kept a lot of white people out of trouble? Oh, yeah. Because when they would do stuff, we would tell them, no, don't do that. And they would listen. They'd be like, man, the white slave matter you to have my granddaddy. They used to listen. My granddad used to tell them stuff be wrong. They stopped. Hell, who won? They learned from your book.
That's right.
You would be the only people that would know right and wrong.
That's right. That's right.
If white people knew right and wrong, they would have never took us.
That's right.
If they knew right and wrong, they would have been released us and gave us what was rightfully ours.
That's right.
Let these people make no fool out of you. They're in the same condition in Mizraim. The only way we got out of Mizraim, they weren't smart enough to let us go. It wasn't until their crops were destroyed. It wasn't until their houses were destroyed. It wasn't until their children were being killed. Then they sat and they saw fit to say, let us go. Their hearts are hardened, just like the white man. And the only reason he have us still here, because they too stupid to realize that ALAHYM is talking.
Yes, sir.
ALAHYM is tearing down the economy.
Yes, sir.
These people are getting overrun with frogs. These people got all kind of things going on with, but white people will not tell you, because they know if you see it on the news and they'll tell live vision, then you'll know that ALAHYM is working.
Yes, sir.
That's why ALAHYM declared it to us. That's why we come back to look at whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our what? That we through patience comfort of the scripture. So when I see now that his water, they won't even show his waters are turning into blood. He has places where his water is coming up red. All of these signs we've seen before. He burning down their fields. The same way Shamshun did when they had taken his wife. He went and he turned tail to tail and he burned their fields down. ALAHYM is angry with these crackers.
That's right.
You study praying for them. I don't pray for these people.
That's right.
I will not pray unless ALAHYM tell me to pray for them.
That's right.
You can keep praying for them. I'm not doing it.
No, sir.
ALAHYM himself go out and instruct me through the debar.
That's right.
No more than ALAHYM. Tell me Abraham was already praying.
You wasn't doing it.
Tell me when they went in that they found Abraham on his knee already praying. ALAHYM had to tell Abraham to pray for him.
Yes, sir.
If he were praying, he wouldn't have told him he will pray. He would tell you, behold, he praying.
Yep.
Pick me up in the 9th chapter book of Acts of the Apostle. I'll show you the difference.
Yes, sir.
These people too stupid.
No.
Don't make this just about the white people. Y'all get on because they control a system. They control a system that they got from other people that taught them how to enslave us. Most of y'all people don't even know that America gives Egypt, that they call Egypt, Mizraim, over $5 billion a year. Egypt taught them. Most of y'all people don't know nothing, do you? You really don't know. You don't pay money. You really don't know. They're going to tell me you don't know. See, when the North and South War broke out, it was because of economic, not because of freedom of blacks. The whites in the North they wanted to compete against the South, and they still compete against the North and the South. That's why people leave the South and go to the North to get jobs. They retire, they come back here because it's cheaper to live. Because they learned something. They had cheap labor. That's why people come down here from upstate, they say, damn, they don't pay nothing down here.
That's what they say.
Because that's how the South beat the North, through cheap labor.
That's right.
Cheap labor. Am I lying? It was never about freeing you. It was because they want to compete and they want to be fair. Get your wages up. And let's see, can you outproduce us? Most of y'all people don't know, they still fighting each other about wages. They still fighting each other on industry.
Yeah.
Why you think so much is going on in the South? Why people come to the South? You get cheaper work.
That's right.
And you can get more production. People don't work hard. They train ride ass. They thin piece of eating ass.
That's right.
You not been out working about no South.
That's right. That's right.
Shit, the mill go down, we slap it on that wheel plow. They're hard to get people. When you get them up north, they're hard worker. Go check their family, see their grandmama and granddaddy from the South.
That's right.
Shit, we down here drinking tea. They drink tea with no sugar. I know damn well you can't outwork us. Every good born Southerner know you put sugar in your tea.
That's right.
And a lemon on the side of the glass.
That's right.
Isn't that right? But I'm saying, this is the type of mentality and this is the type of teaching you need to know about, because these people did a lot of damage to us. What people didn't know was during the fight of North and the South, when these folks were fighting, they're going to call, what they call it, the Civil War. Inside, there was internal fighting showing you white people do fight white people, but black people get into it. They say, niggas always fighting. Hell, why didn't they talk about them?
Yeah.
White folks always been fighting. They fought against each other and they came out of Britain, the Revolutionary War that nobody won, that they lied to you and told. Listen, nobody won that war. Their ass were going broke. Too many of them soft ass cracker would die and they ended it. Them folks ain't won no war.
Yeah.
Quit letting these people lie to you. Well, during that time, who know what was their biggest income during the Civil War? Tea? Cotton. Whoa, pick that cotton. So what happened? Because cotton was the major industry for the United States, as well as tobacco and tea and these other things were. But during that time, cotton was their biggest loss because they sold cotton to Europe.
Yeah.
See, Europe got their cotton from here. Well, most of you guys don't know that when it went down, they transferred and they started getting the cotton from Mizraim.
That's right.
See, they actually, guess you ain't gonna believe what kind of sheets you'll buy the best one to sleep on. Egyptian cotton. See, I can verify my shit. These people can't prove nothing they teaching. They don't even care. Most of our people are ignorant. They have no idea to show, because these white people have never cut off their association with Mizraim. They just replaced them with white skinned people. Old people, those are implants. They moved to Nigeria. The stupid ass Nigerians don't know the difference. They didn't even know they got moved. They still think they're Nigeria. They are Mitzrayim. And they were put into that region. White people been knowing how to transfer. That ain't nothing new.
Right.
Hey, listen, to show you they never forgot the plan of how to transfer your ass, let me ask y'all a question. Where all them people that was in the project?
Exactly.
They walked out and left? White people show you, I bet know how to transfer people. Now you tell me where they at now. Scattered. White people know where they at because they keep a map. White people will give you a map and show you lower Africa and upper Africa. Don't worry about the picture. And the only reason this happened, because the shit upside down. White people can give you that. Not stupid, y'all. You'll look at a map and you're going to call the top the bottom and call the bottom the top. You're going to do that because that's what white people told you. They're going to tell you that's something we done. It's not something we done. It's simply because they did what you always used to say. You done flipped the script on me. Yeah. White people done that. What's our bad people ain't getting no intelligence? These people lie to us. You go to church. Church is a social ill to us. The most detriment ever been done to us was through religion and being entrapped and imprisoned inside of a church. Yeah. Because church don't teach people to think. Nope. Church don't teach people how to project, how to really come up with your own opinion. They induce you with opinion. They induce you with emotions. And they teach you lies. Yeah. Yeah. That's why they hate me. Call me what you want to call me. These people saying make a fool out of you. Everything they gave you, these same white people that gave it to you don't believe it themselves. Nope, don't believe it. Nor do they worship it. Nope. White person can sit there and pray and just like the good Greek teller and say, pass the ammunition. Yep. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition in the same breath. Yep. These people believe more in that flag than they do in their so-called God. Because they know it's fiction. They know they created their God. We're the only people that can source our information back. When you watch white people and you watch what they give you, this is the word you need to be aware of. I spell it wrong. You ain't come here for that anyway. What is that word? Abstract. You know what that means? It means something existing in your mind or an idea is not actually real. It's not concrete. That's what God is. God is an abstract. They'll show you paintings. You know what they tell you? White people, it's an abstract. Put the word up there for them. I don't want the people to come by what I tell them. Is that, do I have a believer? Do I have a non-believer? It's important that people straight. These people use words around us. We don't even pay attention to what they're saying. It doesn't actually exist. It's only an idea or a thought. It's not concrete. God is an abstract. Existing well. So that means the boom boom room for real. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It exists in my mind. Which makes the boom boom room a what? Abstract. Because it's only a thought or an idea. It's not actual and it's not concrete. What we have is concrete. That's good, I think. So I just show you how much detriment has been done to you through churches. Because churches teach you when you don't know, don't question. Now you start to question God. Now you start to question authority. No, you need to get an understanding. You can't keep existing and you're a real being. Huh? You're concrete yourself for a second. Is Leon an abstract? Is this an idea? No, this is reality. This is factual. You can feel him. He exists. You can see him. It's not just something in my mind. It's something that actually exists. And white people got you following and believing in something that don't exist. The boom boom room is your church. The boom boom room is your God. Because they don't exist. Huh? Y'all all right? We got a lot of work. I don't know, a lot of work. All right, let's look at something. Let's get back. Let's see if it's the 30th chapter of the book of Barashit they call Genesis, 30 and 12. That's what I teach the people. I don't teach. I do teach. I just don't want to dumb the people down. Last thing you need to do is go anywhere where somebody just shoved this book in your face and start telling you lies. I just got through telling a guy from Canada, all I heard about Jesus, and he started quoting it. I guess he wanted me to tell he was a preacher. I was another one of them. Way all paid, all scripted. He said, he said Jesus was doing when he was up on the cross? He was doing pull-ups. When he came, all right, I'm lying. Then it said he got on the ground, so he started doing sit-ups. That's why he was doing sit-ups. So he was working out to get himself. I said, that Christian doctrine. Again, this is abstract. Only exists in where? In mind. This is a bad idea. This is what you call a bad idea. But you know what? In some Christian church, they'll eat it up. You know what I'm saying? I can see that. Because you, sir, you, ma'am, are an idiot. That's right. It makes no sense. The object was not to teach you about no damn pull-ups and no setups. Our language existed based off of pictograms. The word they'll use now commonly would be called hieroglyphs. Hieroglyphs would be the writing where you would use picture forms. And those pictures would express an act, an idea, or an action. Y'all got it? That's what it means. But we use hieroglyph is the terminology they'll use. Most people, when you use hieroglyphic, they'll refer that over to the Mizraim. Cause of their writing. But their writing skill, everybody took from us. That was our writing skill. Everybody took from us. When you start to look at the Arabic writings, they mimic ours just like as the Greeks. These people all formulated a writing skill based off of our writings. We have the aleph, which can make the E sound, pronunciation. The picture form, again, for it is, which will be the ox. If somebody said it looked like a moose, I'm going to have it out with them later. Let's not focus on the bell pepper. Let's focus on what it is. It's the olive. The olive is what we have. The Aramaic have the that's how they do it. The Greeks have the alpha. That's all right? That ain't right. Y'all got to pray to somebody else. Here. We have the best. The Greeks have the beta. Correct? B-E-T-A. I think the Aramaic does the same. The Aramaic has the same. That's how they do it. Did I spell that right? A-R-A. A-R-A-R. That's right, Aramaic. I just want to teach y'all, so we know. Isn't that right? Because how many times we've been told that our language came from the Greek, our language came from the Aramaic, and it didn't. People copy from us the gam that we'll call the Gamal, which is us, was the Aramaic, the Gim for them. See, the Greek got what's the gamma? Everybody copy from us. When they go alpha, beta, gamma, they copy from us. Everybody copy from us. We didn't copy from these people. A lot of these people copy from us. We have historical facts for our writings. so we can substantiate why we do things a certain way and why certain things were given to us. The Gamal, in its early form of writing, will actually put up the alphabet, please. Here, the Gamal, put up the chart for us, so you can see the alphabet. All this is important to you because you need to get an understanding. Because these white people gonna trick you. These people gonna tell you, see, see, really, we speak Aramaic. See, originally we spoke Aramaic. These are lies. We can show our language. It's not written in Aramaic. Our language is written in Abari, that they call Hebrew. Our language is not written in Aramaic. I don't know why these people keep trying to induce us with this foolishness. The Gamal that you see was not historically believed to be him. This would have been actually a little later, even with this. The Gamal would have looked like this, which would have been the Gam. Because it would have symbolizes the foot. When you see the Gam, two things were going to come to mind for you, which were going to be the pictogram here and here, which is going to be the mem. I got it? So the meaning for the Gam was going to be two things, walking and gathering. You're going to be walking and gathering the herd to take them to the Ma'im. So when you saw this from the pictogram, you would know already what this was symbolized. Because the foot would use to walk when they played games or travel. All these were used, they were on foot. We talked about the Latin. The late Latin or the early Latin, late Latin would have been the Gam for the leg, which we talked about the leg attached to the foot. So when we just saw this, we would already knew it symbolizes leading the flock or the fold to water. Ma'im. Where's the Ma'im? Oh my goodness. What happened to my waters? I got troubled waters. I better fix that thing or Malcolm might wear them pants again. The Ma'im. So as y'all watching why this is important, when we wrote, as you saw, these things all symbolize. These were symbolic for us because we're using different things, body part, the yard. This is the male sex organ. Or the arm. So these things symbolize something for us. We knew one of these two things. We know we're referring to the arm or referring to the sex organ of the man. Y'all got me? Did we go back this way? Oh, we're looking here because the Ma'im. You see the waters? So now when we just seen the Gam, we knew it was talking about leading or rounding up, gathering, so you could take them to the water. Sound familiar? Your Ukanah right quick, 7:37. St. John, they're going to call it. $7.37. Now, what's the purpose of a white man giving you a European name like John? So when I read about John, and John was a saint, and then my grandparents were owned by a man named John. What kind of man was John? John was a saint. John owned slaves. John raped my grandmama. John sold my uncle. Saint John was who? According to them, who was Saint John? He was a saint. You said Paul? An apostle? What did you know about John from there? See, listen. Let's look at something. Leon, help me out. Leon loaned me money. Leon saved me. Leon delivered me. Leon provided for me when I had nothing. Leon was there for me when I was all by myself. Y'all hear me? Does Leon sound like a great person? Does Leon sound like somebody that you would want to know and you would want to be friends with? Does Leon sound like somebody that you would want to help you? Come on for a minute. The translation of his name is Cam. This is Leon. I change the name and change the identity and tell you about somebody that actually did some stuff, Leon. Now, no, you can sit down for a minute. Now, we don't know who the hell this is. I know him because he saved. I know him because he helped. I intentionally taught you the wrong identity and gave you the wrong name, so when you ain't gonna believe it, what is your name? So when Leon come on and say, you ain't nobody, he false. He ain't gonna fool me. Devil ain't got a hold on me. I know it. Listen, I know that the translation of Leon is Cam. And nobody ain't gonna tell me who saved me. Ain't nobody gonna tell me who brought me from a mighty long ways. So now I give you a white face and tell your name Jesus. And don't worry about it because that translate over into the original name that's saved. You see how they made a fool out of us? So now whenever I see people name, let me just talk you for a second. I just happen to name this guy Cam. This guy raped, killed, and murdered. What do y'all know about? I know. That's how he said, why come you so good? That what happened when you part Japanese. But anyway, what do y'all know about Cam? From what he saves. What does y'all know about Cam? He'll help you. What does y'all know about him? Lawyer in the courtroom. So you see what happened? So now when I give you the wrong depiction and the wrong name, I start to put that name on other people that does wrong. So when you look at it and you hear about the wrong he do, tell me what you know about Cam. Huh? Everything you know about him, you've been taught about him, been good. It don't matter if he's done nothing wrong. So I intentionally gave you false name, false premises of identities. So when you see anybody that favors, you just naturally associate with. That's good. That's why I give you a name like John. Their Johns were slave captures. John sailed ship with free people and indigenize them. Well, not indigenize, capture people and enslave them. But from what you've been taught about John in the book, John was with Jesus. It was another false prophet name that gave you another false premise. Yep. And Jesus saved, so he with Jesus. John got to be good. But you know they teach a Christian? I don't care what their name is. All I know is what he did for me. It don't matter what your name, what you call him. It don't matter. It don't matter if I call, hey, you stupid ML, why you ready to fight me?
That's right. That's right.
What's wrong if I call your mama B? It don't matter what I call her, ain't it what she do?
That's right.
What you ready for? Damn, like you ain't gonna call me. Well, you ain't gonna call Yahushua no Jesus.
That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
It ain't because it's gonna be slander.
Yes, sir.
But see, they can conveniently throw down here. It don't matter what you call it. I just worry about what he do. Well, you know your mama ain't one. What you getting upset for?
Right. Right.
You know your mama birthed and took care because you look at you not finna demoralize my mother's name. Well, I'm looking at you doing the same thing against my Abba who saved us. Yeah. Let people stop letting these folks make a fool out of you. They conveniently use this when they want because they're part of the psychosis of the slave mind. Don't they teach you? This is your Ukanon 7:37. They call John. I had to tell you they call it because that's what they call it. Isn't that right? I got to reach you at your level and try to transfer you over into a mat, which is true. Listen to the book.
In the last Yom.
The last what?
Yom.
That what?
Great Yom of the Muad'Di.
The Muhadi. That's the word for feast. It's called Muhadi. Mu'adi. That's how you do feast. We don't have feast. They have feast. White folk have a feast for Thanksgiving where they rob, rape, and murder people. They always have a feast when they're doing something wrong.
That's right.
White people out, they have picnic. That's a feast too.
That's right.
When you sit around with your kids and you sit with a basket and you eat around people that's of color hang from trees while they defecate on themselves, while their eyes bulge blood and foam run out their mouth. That's a feast. We have a Mu'adi. Listen.
Yahushua stood and cried, saying,
Yahushua stood, cried, saying, tell him what he said.
If any each thirst,
let him do what?
Come unto me.
So he will be using the gam. Because by definition, the gam would mean walking or gathering. To take them to where? Well, then he just said, if any each thirst, let them do what?
Come unto me.
So he will be doing what? Gathering. Tell them what they're supposed to be doing.
And drink.
So all way they're going to drink, you got to get them to the ma'im. So he's gathering them so they can drink. The gown. That's right, he getting it. Ain't that right? We teach it to them while they're young, they don't forget it. You know, when we were little baby, I remember a little kid, had older cousin, they tell, they say, say shit. Say, you know, you say, shit. Everybody laughed. That's why they just keep, shit. Kid done made an album. They want when these little rapper came around, we told them they were little. Right. Then you stop it, don't say that no more. Because their minds were impressionable, when they were spongy, they could catch on to it early. And that's what we got to do, put in our mind. Once you get us and we get a certain age, it's hard to transfer us over. Because you done got in your mind that this so-called white Jesus actually did something for you. White Jesus never did nothing for you but imprison you. This is the name they put on a slave ship. White people had to actually believe what they taught you. They just told you and got you to believe that they believed it. Nothing they told you they never acted to. Going out in the dark, they told you things would happen to you were bad in the dark. White people stayed in the dark.
Yeah.
How they ride these horses and put on these masks and ride up with torches to burn your place down at night if the boogeyman was like, hell, he should have caught them.
That's right. Yeah.
White people invented Freddy Krueger.
Right.
All this to trouble you in your dream. Jason, all this shit happened at night.
Yep.
What you think the psychosis with a white man making a movie like that and had this shit going on, you see all that going on at night? Huh? This lines up with your book. Pick up in the book of ALAHYM, 28. They're going to call it Deuteronomy. I finished this up here. It's called ALAHYM, chapter 28, verse, let's see, 60. The proper name is not Deuteronomy. We don't know what you could do Deuteronomy or you could do a Tenderoni. This is ALAHYM, and it means, and these are the words. So when they heard ALAHYM, this would have specified something to them. The ha, show them the alphabet chart. Alphabet chart, please. I like that cushion. Ha. This would tell them, let's see what the ha is so they can see. See, our goal is that we can be informed. When you're informed, then you're empowered. Got me? You don't let these people just come around you and mesmerize you with this shit they come up with. Lo, behold, even, or thee. So we're looking at this right here. ALAHYM. He's telling us, behold the words. Behold the word. Where they going to come from? From the paw, the mouth. That's right, from the paw. So we're looking, we're watching because you have five senses. Everything that they've taught you from the Negro preacher to the white slave master does not make sense to your five senses. We don't use abstracts when it comes to ALAHYM. Y'all got me? He's not just a thought or something that merely does not exist or that is not concrete. Y'all got me? There was a purpose. Since abstract has a definition, he had to make sure that you didn't confuse him. Let's see something. I'm talking now. But hold, your Uka 6:62. They called John again. Your Uka 9. $6.63. Oh, give me your Uka 9 that they called John again. One and one. Listen to the book.
What and if ye shall see the Ben of Ish ascend up where he was before.
That's important for you. So there just can't be an abstract. It just can't be merely a thought or an idea that's not concrete, that don't exist. He just said, what and if you shall do what? See. This is part of your five senses. You touch, see, feel, smell, and taste. Whatever he's going to do, however he's going to act or manifest himself, it's got to make sense to my five senses. It's got to make sense to my 5 senses. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Y'all got me? Don't let these people fool you. We've never bought into this idea of something that does not exist only in our minds and we believe it. That's crazy. Why would he give me 5 senses and tell me to use none of them? That makes no sense. All right. Tell them what happened, son.
It is the Ruach that quickeneth.
Listen what happened. It is the what?
Ruach that quickeneth.
Pay attention. It's the Ruach that quickeneth. They're going to put spirit. The reason why we don't use spirit, because white people build liquor stores. In black neighborhood, they call them liquor store. In white neighborhood, they put house of spirit. Because what goes in you can change your actions. Pay attention what spirits do. By their definition, that's why it's a house of spirit. Because when you drink it, it will take control. He's talking about, well, now you have to understand the Ruach. So when the Ruach gets inside of a person, it will take control. Let's see what happened. Tell them what happened, son.
The Bashar profit is nothing.
The Basar, that is the Bara, that's the Abari word for flesh. Basar. Basar would be for flesh or natural man. This is what he told you.
The Dabarim that I speak unto you.
The Dabarim. Remember we talked about this? ALAHYM. Dabarim. This is plural for words. Listen.
They are Ruach and they are Ka'i.
Y'all hear that? Pick me up at Yehukanan 4 and 16. I mean, Yehukanan 4 and 22. Yehukanan 4 and 22. Listen to the book. You cut your mic on. Well, hot to don't know how to work on that thick jacket like that. Cowhide, miss with bull ram back. It's a lot of material wasted up. A lot of animal slaughter to make that jacket. Listen to the book.
Ye worship, ye know not what.
See what he told you? He said, you worship, you know not what.
We know what we worship.
See that? We know what we worship. We know it said people don't know what they worship. That's a lie. He said we do know what we worship. Because tell them why.
For salvation.
Which is the word Yeshua. The word Yeshua means salvation. He said we know what we worship. For salvation, Yeshua is
of the Yahudim.
That's going to show you that he birthed out. He came out from us. Y'all got me? That's how important we are. He just told you that salvation was of the Yahudim. Y'all got that? Let's see something. How we put this. See if it's the book of Luke. They're going to call it Oriyah. 1. Hold on for a minute. No. See if it's 2 and 1. Oriyah, which means Yah shineth. Let's see, 2 and 1 is what I want. Because he said salvation was of the Yahudim.
That's right.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Let's sit down. I said that means it came out from.
That's right. That's right.
That's how they work out. This is the book of Oriyah. They call it Luke. Yes, sir. He didn't say it was for, it was of the Yahudim, not Jews. The Yahudim would be us. That would be our people. Yeah, that would be our people. No, we're not saying no. It's for everybody, but it came to us first. Let's show you the hold you got. Get me Yehukanan chapter 1. Yehukanan chapter 1. I'll show you how they got it. Yeah, we don't teach that it's not for everybody. We just got to understand where to come to first. Other brother, let me get you. Get me the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 16. Oh, I got time. Especially for this. That's what I do for a living. Unscripted, unrehearsed. 1:16. You
Yes,
get me
sir.
Romans 1:16. And the other one, he gonna hold me. I still go there. Yehukanan chapter 1. Jump down about verse 10.
Yes, sir.
All right, our people got a right to know.
Yes, sir.
Romans chapter 1, verse 16. That's right. That's good. That's good question. I believe for everybody. You got a woman right here, Chinese descent right here. She wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Got a white man right there. He wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. That's going to be stupid. Now, you fine, though. You fine because people would teach that.
That's right.
No, you fine. No, listen. You ain't saying you fine. I'm just telling you, Jerry, would you be here if it only for us? That's a waste of time, ain't it? But he fine because you know what? That's the problem today. People hadn't taught it. We don't know. There's been so many things thrown out. I'm going to show you book. That's going to make different, right? That's right. Let's see what the book says. He got me Romans 1 and verse 16. Matter of fact, make it 1:14. Let's see what he told him where they did at. 1:14, Romans. Other one got me your Ukanon chapter 1 about verse 10. Listen to the book.
I am debtor both to the Greeks and to the barbarians.
You do know the Greeks weren't us.
That's right.
We just sat around and just showed, just for record, so we show. We just got through showing their writing. Gamma. This is not our writing. This is Greek writing. Mm-hmm. The gamma, the beta, the alpha. That's not our writing. But to show you how these people called it for us, the aleph, which is which would be the ox head. This is actually the pictogram, the ox head, which they gave the name the aleph, because this is our first alphabet. This is their first alphabet. The alpha. Got it? You ain't gonna believe what they'll call a man that rule over stuff.
Alpha
the
man.
Alpha male.
That's right.
They'll have an alpha dog.
Yeah.
Ain't that right? That's where they have these groups. They'll call themselves the alpha.
That's right.
Well, he calls himself the aleph.
Yes, sir.
So if you understand the Greek, then you should certainly understand when he tell you he's the aleph.
Yes, sir.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
So we get an understanding. Now, he just told you that I am debtor.
Both to the Greeks.
See that to the Greeks. I owe the Greeks too. Listen who else?
And to the barbarians.
See that people that's uncultured. Both to the barbarian and to who else?
Both to the wise.
See that to the people that's knowledgeable, which is going to be our people, and
to the unwise.
the people that don't have no understanding. Tell me what happened, son.
So as much as in me is
I'm getting
ready.
I'm already ready. To do what?
To preach the bar.
To who?
You that are at Rome also.
To where?
For I am not ashamed of the debar of Mashiach.
See that? He said, I'm not ashamed of the word. Debar is the single word. In English definition or in English grammar, you use the S for plural. For him, he used the im. That's how we know debar would be the single word. The dabarim would be plural words. He said, listen what happened. For as much as in me is, I'm ready to preach to who?
The debar to you.
The word to you that are where?
That are at Rome also.
To who first?
For I am not ashamed of the debar of Mashiach.
It is the who?
The power of ALAHYM.
To who?
Unto salvation to everyone that believeth.
Anybody that believe. They got anybody that believe. But let them talk to who first, son?
To the Yehudi first.
It got to come to me first. It's to us first. For anybody that get it, he got to give it to us first. But anybody tell you somebody got it before, they're going to be lying.
That's right.
That's not even going to line up with their own book.
That's right.
He just said he a debtor to the Greeks, the barbarians, and he was talking to Romans. These are the Romans and the Greeks are not the same people. He said he owed these people.
That's right.
He said to the Greek first, but then he said to them that were at Rome.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be the Romans.
Yes, sir.
To the barbarian, the uncultured-minded people.
That's
to
right.
the wise, that's going to be our people because our people were dispersed. So some of us are in Greek.
Yes, sir.
Greece. Some are in Greece. Some of us are in Rome.
That's right.
So as much as in me, I'm ready to preach to the bar to them that are at Rome house. To the Yehudi first, I got to go to them first.
Yes, sir.
I got to go to them first.
That's right.
Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. We had to. Let's see what happened in the book of Ukanon. They call John, chapter 1, and we're going to get at verse 10. That's right. This is what we have. We want to make sure our people get it.
That's right.
This is our soul. I tell you about, we can't afford to sit nowhere, nobody just make a fool out of us no more. People just start running through, giving us a whole bunch of stuff, and we can't identify. We're not serving on no abstract. I'm not serving on abstract. That's white folks. I ain't going to no museum looking at no damn picture on no wall.
That's right.
Stuff don't exist. It's in your mind. When our people wrote, when they used pictograms, these things were things that exist. These are not abstract. You know, a bull exists. A ox exists. Your foot exists. The bed, which is the house, the tent, it exists. It's concrete. ALAHYM exists. It's concrete. This is the book of Yochanan, chapter 1. Chapter 1 at verse 10. Listen to the book.
He was in the Arads.
And what happened?
The Arads was made by him.
That just told you right there, he went from being an abstract. Originally, they would have thought him as an abstract. Because we had known he was him. He was in the Aras, and the Aras were made by
him,
and the Aras.
knew him not.
Or would it say world?
Yes.
Well, we'll use Adamah. Adamah for word, for world. Adamah. For world. Or earth. That's where Adam came from. Adam came from Adamah. So it makes sense, just like Yahusha came from Yahuwah. Y'all got it? He came from somewhere. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
They don't want you to know stuff like that. Listen to the book.
He came unto his own,
He came to the Greeks.
unto his own,
He came to the Romans.
unto his own,
He came to the Chinese
unto his own,
and the Mexican.
unto his own,
And his own.
received him not.
But
As many as received him,
to them
gave he power,
to become,
the Beni of ALAHYM.
that's how they get it. I got book. I got book. I know how they got it. You couldn't have got it unless we rejected it.
That's right.
He had to hide himself from me. That's the only way they could get it.
That's right. That's right.
When he came to us, we didn't receive it. We didn't know who he was. That's how they get in. Let's see what happened in the book of Romans. Romans chapter 1. Let's see what it said. Romans chapter 11. Listen, it don't make no difference. I can do this and still go back to it. It's just which is easier. Romans chapter 11, verse 1. Listen to the book.
I say then, hath ALAHYM cast away his arm?
See that? Because now he just told you what happened in the book of Yehukanan, chapter 1 and verse 10. He said he came to his own received him not. But as many received to them gave him the authority to become the Beni, which is the children of the sons of ALAHYM. Well, now you got to ask yourself, so what happened to us? Well, the question is being answered right here by Apostle Shaul, not Paul. His name is Shaul. His name means heard of ALAHYM. Paul is my son. That's where you get drunk at.
That's right.
He never named the man Paul. That's white folk. There again, Paul Bunyan.
Right.
All white people will give you a name. Every time you think of these people, you associate them with good behaviors from people that actually did work. They sorry ass. Ain't no white man named Paul did no work.
That's right.
Paul was a child molester. They done told y'all before the way y'all argue, Paul was a homosexual.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about Shaul.
That's right.
That's his name, Shaul. His name is Shaul, not Paul. But there's a reason why they give you stuff like that. They need you to think a certain way. It'll look like it's not detrimental, but it is detrimental because you're believing something that's not true. Anytime you believe something that's not true, that's called a lie. Then you can't get mad with people that believe in Santa Claus and the fairy godfather.
Right.
Godmother, whatever the hell, the white men, they be fairies too. They be sister too. What's a fairy? Fairy's a sister. And I tell this son, quit acting like a fairy.
Yeah.
What you tell him to do?
Being a sister.
Well, that means fairies are homosexual. Why you telling your kid that a homosexual gonna come in and get their tooth at night from under their pillow?
Right.
Why are they homosexual? And then leave you $1. This sissy crazy. And they already told you sissy always got money. You breaking all these four high leaving dollars. They said that it's just so factual again. It's not abstract. Sissies got money. They go around buying a rotten tooth from under bed. They always doing some more freak shit. Yeah. Listen to the book.
I say then, hath ALAHYM cast away his arm? ALAHYM forbid. For I also am in Yashral,
Listen.
of the seed of Abraham,
And what else?
of the Matah of Benjamin.
See that other batah, that's other tribe. Listen.
ALAHYM hath not cast away his arm, which he foreknew.
See that? They would think he would got rid of, like these people trying to tell you. See, now here people, these new white people, these Jewish people, you're going to be lying. You don't even know the book. He just told you he ain't cast away us, he foreknew us. Which means he knew us before he knew them.
That's right.
He did not get rid of us. But what happened?
What ye not, what the scripture saith,
What did he say?
of all Yahoo,
Oh, Yahoo, not Elijah. Listen.
how he maketh intercession to ALAHYM against Yashral,
What happened?
saying, Adon, they have killed thy Nabaim,
And did what?
dig down thine altars,
Yeah.
and I am left alone, and they seek my Kai.
Tell me.
But what saith the answer of ALAHYM unto him.
Tell him what he did, son.
I have reserved to myself 7,000 anashim,
You see what he did? He reserved 7,000 anashim
who had not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
so that he kept us. What has happened?
Even so then, at this present time also, there is a remnant according to the election of Khan.
You see what it is? He said, even to that time, there's a remnant that's still left. Listen to the book.
And if by Khan, then is it no more of works.
So listen.
Otherwise, Khan is no more Khan.
You see how white folk got up? They train us to try to fight when people call us cons. They never call you convict. Con is the actual Abari word for grace. White people taught you grace. The actual word is called con. C-H-A-N. Con. Because it means grace. That's why y'all heard me use Ya'u-Kanan. That means that Yahuwah is gracious. That's what the name means. I don't know the hell. John is somebody by prostitutes. Yeah. That's what they call it. When you pick up, they say he's a John. And they gave it to you and put it in a book and told you these were religious people. Listen.
But if it be of works,
If it be a works,
then is it no more Khan.
listen.
Otherwise, work is no more work.
Yes.
What then? Yashraal hath not obtained that which he seeketh.
Yes.
4. But the election hath obtained it,
Yeah.
and the rest were blinded.
Listen.
According as it is written, ALAHYM hath given them the ruach of slumber,
Yeah.
eyes that they should not see,
Yeah.
and ears that they should not hear.
So when he came, they say he came into his own received it not. You need to know what was our condition. Elohim gave us eyes and ears that we couldn't hear. When he was
That's
speaking,
right.
we didn't hear him.
That's right.
When he came, we couldn't see him. Notice look how he kept us from seeing him and knowing him. Through 2 of our 5 senses. Eyes that we shouldn't see and ears we shouldn't hear. He would never have used abstract. 5 senses he gave us to know him. Then if you're going to keep me from knowing you, you got to blind or you got to give a deficiency to one of my senses. He had to defect 2 senses in order for me not to recognize him. I couldn't hear him, nor could I see him. Listen.
Unto this Yun,
Listen.
and Daoud saith, let their table be made a snare,
Listen.
and a trap, and a stumbling block.
Yeah, that's
And
what
they
they got us now. Sit down eating Christmas. Eating Christmas dinner with your family. Now your muad'Dib done been made a snare to you.
That's right.
White people gave you that stuff, sitting down and eat with these people. And I told us such a one know not to eat. But you sat down, you know, ate and drunk with these people and rose up to play.
That's right.
Daoud done already spoke concerning this.
Yes, sir.
Listen.
And a recompense unto them,
Yes.
that their eyes be kashaf, that they may not see, and bow down their back all way.
Yes.
I say then, how they stumble, that they should fall.
Listen.
ALAHYM forbid.
Elohim said we were not supposed to stumble, that we were supposed to be falling.
That's right.
And we were supposed to be broken. But what happened?
But rather, through their fall,
But rather through our blindness, rather through us not hearing.
salvation is come unto the Gentiles.
That's how the Chinese, that's how the other nationality, that's how all of them get it. Through our fall, through our blindness, through us not hearing, that's how they get in. So I understand what happened to us. Tell these people to explain their existence. How they got him, why they him. They don't know. I know what happened to him and I know why I'm him.
That's right.
Isn't that right?
That's right. That's right.
I haven't finished this up. Come on. 4 and 22. Your Ukanan. Let me finish this up for y'all. Your Ukanan, 4 and 22, they call John. It's Shafar, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't that right? I use book, but it's called Shafar. Be the book, the scrolls. That's what we're looking at. We go back to look at it. I love their book. I love this book these white people gave us. I come in and dispel all doubt.
That's right.
This is what they used in Trapper, this same book. The same printmanship and what they try. Now y'all reading this book, I'm telling you what the Abri words are, and I'm correcting these people wrong. If I'd have put the Shafar in front of you and wouldn't have these errors, you wouldn't believe me.
That's right. That's right.
I got a couple people say, why you still use the book? Come and show you how I'm going to take that wrong and I'm going to show you how to do it right.
That's right.
Isn't that right?
Yes, sir.
If Daniel told me, give me, see that, don't worry about it. Is it Daniel 10:20? Daniel? They're going to call it Daniel. Dan, E, all. 10 and 20? 10:21? Now they're going to teach you the name Daniel. That's why then they're going to put Boone on it. The actual name is called Dan E. All. That's his name. It means judge of ALAHYM. That's what the name means. That's what Daniel Boone means. Shit.
That's right.
Being a raccoon. None of our self-respect. No self-respect to y'all who ain't gonna walk with no raccoon hat on. And no musket gun. No damn wild turkey whiskey in his pocket. No self-respect to y'all who ain't gonna wear no stuff like that. Ain't that right? How they get you? They had you have more credibility than Daniel Boone. His name is Dan E. All. It means judge of ALAHYM. Makes a difference for us. Listen.
But I will shew thee that which is noted in the scripture of Amat.
See, that's what he was doing. He was trying to show the people what they had. And he's going to show them what's in it. Apparently, they couldn't see it. Nor could they hear it. So he said, now I'm going to show you what's noted in the scripture of Amat.
And there is none that holdeth with me in these things.
Except who?
McCall, your Shar.
That's right, McCall. Who is Michael Jackson? Child molester. Michael Jordan, weed smoker, burnt out red drunk eye. One of the best basketball players you ever seen, though. Give the man all that credit, though. One of the best basketball players you ever seen.
That's right.
I red like tomato juice. He getting blocker every serve. Isn't that right? He said he gonna change your name to Period. Y'all don't get, you know, Period, you still. Don't worry about it. I can't please everybody. But it's just the mere fact that they have a connotation while they teach it. The name is actually McCall. The name means who is like ALAHYM. We don't know what Michael means. White people give you that for a reason. So you see white people named Michael, you think good things about them. Isn't that right? Michael Myers. What did he do? His baloney, he had a first name. He stabbed folks ass up on Halloween. Michael Myers. So they got you thinking these people are honest, good people. Man, kill people for Halloween. Where he been at for the other 12, 11 months and 30 days? You got one down here, you killing all these people? How hard is it to stop this man? The man only comes out on Halloween. Didn't he just kill that girl, Jamie Lee Curtis, last month, 2 months ago? How nobody ain't stopped the man yet? I don't know. All right. I don't know. It's dangerous. Come on, finish this up. 4 and 22. Y'all out the chain. Let me get finished so I can finish this up. You can 4 and 22. Listen.
Ye worship, you know not what.
We
know what we worship
for salvation
is of the Yahudim.
That's how they got it. He says of the Yahudim. He still on me, Oriah chapter 2 and verse 1. He says salvation is of the Yahudim. But what happened?
Our cometh
and now
is
when the who?
Amat worshipers.
See that when the true worshipers should do what?
Worship the Abba.
How?
In Ruach and in Amat.
See that? In Ruach and Amat. Tell them about the Abba.
For the Abba seeketh such.
See that's what he been looking for. He been seeking, looking for. We use the term not an Abba, they use father. A father be in it. They have us so confused. You know what they say? You can be a father but not a daddy. You can be a dad, not a father. I'm so confused. We have a Abba. A Abba, which is going to be the ox, the Beth, and we got the olive. It's my bell pepper. Some people don't respect the bell pepper, but it's got a lot of health benefits too. And it also had the Beth in the bell pepper. So when we look at the Abba, but still we just use the we actually write from right to left. English discipline is left to right. We start off right. Isn't that right? White people, English, they start off wrong off the gift anyway. The Abba. So we look at the olive and what the olive represents when we put the olive and the house together, because the Beth represents the home. So we look at having a strong man inside of the home, strong leadership inside of the home, strong leadership to guide the home and to keep and to protect the home, because the ox is also a protector. If you go in the regions of Cush, they call Africa, it actually be named Kush, you'll find one of the most violent animal they have is the Cape buffalo. Because he can defend himself. He got high testosterone too. And he can lead about, and he's also the alpha of leading the flow, or leading the fold. And that's the same way we look at the Abba. See, they don't want you to look at a male being inside home. That's why there's a conspiracy to keep the so-called Negro man out of the home or keep him from functioning in the home. When they get the so-called Negro in the home, you want to give him a drinking problem. You want to put him on drugs. You want to keep him from employment. Therefore, in doing that, you can destroy the house. Because the thing that you're going to look for with the Abba is the mem, the Abba, the alpha, the aleph, and the mem, the aim, which is going to be for the mother. The mother, when you see the mem and the ox head, you know this will be somebody that's going to keep the house solid. Somebody who's going to give strength, who's going to keep the house together. That's why the book says, I will therefore that the young women marry, and she bear children, and she's supposed to keep that home. So now the mother has real instruction. When we saw a pictogram, it gives us a better identity, and we understand what it's supposed to do. Y'all got me? Water can be used as a passageway. So now you got the mother being a passageway for the home as well. Y'all all right? So now all of these different things we look at gives us a better identity of our roles. But when we just take the English definition right for word, you know what a father, ask for what a father. Well, a father's a man, a father. Hell, they got homosexual women saying they fathers. So we have pictograms to show us what the Abba and what the aim can do. And they in turn would produce a ben, which is going to be when you put the B in together, you will produce the Ben. That's why they have a president called Benjamin Franklin. Or they call white man named son Ben because it means son. That's what Ben is. And you produce a son with the Abba, with a strong man, a woman that can keep it together, or the traveling passageway. That's how you produce a son who will in turn keep the home going, and this will make the house continual, perpetual. White people broke that up from us. See, this is something we had by knowledge, by seeing. We knew how bad. Years, a son, you know what it meant to have a son? You tell yourself, yeah, this is my son. This is my namesake. This is going to keep the family going. But white people took that from us. They stripped it. We don't have no value. There's no value in the home. There's no value to having no home. Shit, man, say he won't be single, man. Just get his own pad. This is going to die out, son. Any seed that does not reproduce is going to die out. You will eventually lose the fruit, which is the Abari word, the pari. Everything he said in the garden, he told them to be fruit and do what? Multiply. The only way you're going to do that, he had to tell the Abba and the Aim. He had to tell the Ish and the Ashar, the man and the woman, so you could produce a Ben. This represents the seed, which will keep the home going. As long as you got seed, you can keep planting. They did so much damage. They did so much damage to us. And you don't realize the white man is a minority. Global warming is killing him. He's found out that with the earth heating up to the rate it is, it's hurt his sperm count. That's why, listen, no so-called African nations are worried about global warming. You come from the sun. White people are dying. They're losing their sperm count. It's wiping them out. Global warming. That's why you're so pissed with Trump for want to pull out. Look at the countries that are concerned about it. They are all European countries. They would never tell you that they're losing their seed and they are the minority. They will make you think it's more them than it is with you. That's part of the psychosis. You can't outnumber me. Listen, when you took slaves, you didn't take one slave for one master. One master will have 10 slaves, 50 slaves, 100 slaves, 200 slaves. There's no way in the hell you can outnumber me.
That's right. Right.
How the hell you going to outnumber me? That's crazy. Yeah. I'm going to outnumber you. He cannot survive without you. That's why he needs your blood. That's why he needs you to donate to the Red Cross. That's why he needs your plasma. All the stuff he gave you, that's why you need to get shot. That's why you need to run to the hospital. He need to draw stuff. He need to get sample from you. Guess what they finna get y'all black ass with now? Ancestry.com. They just ruled that they don't need a court order to go to court. Your ass did Ancestry.com, we can take your DNA and use it to try up against these crimes. Congratulations, nigga. I know who your ancestry is. Folk that locked up. So quick to go shoot shit in your mouth. You know, anytime black folk, white folk gonna pull some shit, they gonna pull some shit. You don't get them nothing. You'll never get them no ground to get nothing on you. Anytime they ain't got your stuff, you that shit crime scene. Same way they did OJ said, hey, don't go kill a damn good, strong, young white boy, kill one, cut the damn head off, take blood, and them this damn stupid wiping in the car like this on the door. Get home, get my sock, dip it in your blood right quick, round their neck, take the shit home, and throw it on my white carpet. Change my clothes, pack all my shit, go get here and catch a plane and leave a blood-ass sock laying here in the middle of the floor. Where did I take that blood-ass sock off at?
Right.
How is it blood all over the damn sock so it ain't nothing on my shoe?
Right.
How it ain't blood tracked from when I jumped over the fence, ran and bumped into Kalo King guest house, he in, and went across the grade all up the damn porch to the sidewalk and get on the step and ain't no blood?
Right.
How I got the shit all on the door and ain't none on my door handle?
Right.
Soaked, drenched, ass glove. As soon as I do, I take them out and drop them behind the house. Police on my ass. Make no sense. Ain't nobody that stupid. That's what they just show you. They dumb you down. They dumb you down. And they folk make no fool out of you. It's crazy. I don't think they got that boy high as hell. You geeked up, you done snuck that shit all on your nose. Police come, you like, boy, I gotta get out of here. And once he ran, shit got funky. You know you're a black man, you run hell, you gotta keep going. He don't see what happened to Rodney King. Crazy as hell. Don't tell me some kids sitting down here, mom and dad are arguing, and they say, I heard mama arguing with two guys. I know my mama voice, but I don't know my daddy voice. Who just left from watching my play. Who I talk to and I see often. I hear my mama and two men arguing. Two men ain't my daddy. I hear two strangers arguing with my mama who killed her ass, who MS-13. The man who she slapped with her ring and backhanded cut her face, who called her boyfriend and told her what she did. That's who you heard her ass arguing with. Heard her arguing with no damn OJ. That joker geeked up. You geeked up. You ain't got time to argue. You want some more dope. I just sell dope. Crackhead ain't got time to be damn hard. They trying to smoke.
That's right.
They ain't gonna kill you. Got some dope and you ain't gonna get it up. Folks crazy. Don't believe these people. These folks show you all kind of shit. I see Jesse. He want to believe O.J. Simpson did. He think he could beat Floyd Mayweather. Boy, if Floyd Mayweather called me and tried to join that synagogue, you got an ass whipping coming. I'm gonna tell him. I said, Floyd, I'll immerse you right now. You just not just hit that bottle head one time. Oh, I'm still a hobby now. I want the head tore up though. You know when the hell they gonna move that juggernaut from Floyd Mayweather? That damn thing so big, that thing be rolling around it, he gonna be done. But that's another topic. What I got y'all holding? What I got you holding? Damn, forgot what y'all holding? Oriah, finish the Oriah chapter 2, verse 1. I'm gonna get ready to close y'all out. Oriah, they call Luke 2 and 1. Y'all off the chain. This is Oriah, Luke, they call it chapter 2 at verse 1. Listen to the book.
And it came to pass in those Yamin,
In those Yamin, which is those days they'll call it. What happened?
that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus,
See that there went out a tax from Caesar's Augustus. And this what happened?
that all their lots should be taxed.
See that? You got taxing from these people. He just told you the decree came out and they sent out taxes. This shit, when white folk come along, they get you, that show you how many still got Greek discipline. They taxing your ass now. They tax out. This stuff came from them. This ain't no shit we invented.
That's right.
They came over there taxing a nigga ass.
That's right.
Listen.
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria,
Listen,
and all went to be taxed, every one into his own city.
y'all don't know why they created taxes, do you? They did not create no taxes for no war. Stop believing that. They created taxes because taxes gave you an identity. So they always been looking for somebody. They've been looking for the Mashiach that they're going to call the Messiah. This taxing first went out during the time period when he was supposed to be born. This taxing allowed people to come up. This also need people came up to be taxed. I can see you. This is the same thing they do when they do a census. I can keep up with who's in your house. How many people stay out? Is it somebody that ain't a family member that just living there?
That's right.
Because I need to know everything going on.
That's right.
So this taxes also came with a census because they were looking for the Mashiach. Y'all don't be knowing shit.
That's right. That's right.
It's the same time period they were looking for him.
Yes, sir.
Listen to the book.
And Yusuf also went up from Galilee,
Yeah, and Yusuf also went up from Galilee. Tell them why.
out of the city of Nazareth,
Out of the city of Nazareth.
into Yehuda, unto the city of Daud,
Tell them why, son.
which is called Bethlehem.
Yeah.
Because he was of the house of the lineage of
See that?
Daud.
I told you salvation's of the Yahudim. That mean he came out from us. Why did he go up from Galilee out of a city called Nazareth? Because he was of who?
Yehuda.
He was of Yehuda. Yehuda is who the Yahudim is.
Yes, sir.
So that show you that salvation was of us. Because you're going to look at his father. His father was a part of our lineage.
That's right.
So it would be natural that salvation came from us. So everybody going to get salvation, going to have to get it from us.
That's right.
Pick me up if you will that book they call Revelation. It's called Kazum. I'll get ready to let y'all go. We got a lot more to do, but everybody going to be able to take it. Make it 2 and 9 and 3 and 9. Let's see what he said. Kazum. It means vision. Listen to the book. Kazum. It means visions. I don't know what revelation is. That's white folk have it.
That's right.
I mean, I put on white folk and this stuff they give us. Won't be telling me they got a revelation. You need a bowel movement. Your breath stink. Listen to the book.
I know thy works,
And what else?
and tribulation,
Tell me what happened.
and poverty,
And what happened?
but thou art rich.
Uh-huh.
And I know the blasphemy of them,
We say they are what?
Yahudim,
We say they are Yahudim and what?
are not,
And what happened?
but are the synagogue of Satan.
See that? And when they never told, why didn't you use church? Why didn't you use church? Because church don't exist. Church is a place of pagan worship. Church was only recorded one time in his book. When King James gave them the authorization to write it, King James never wrote no book. I don't know why they keep lying to man. He did not write this book. They had to get, the only way you could reprint our words, our debar, was that you needed the authorization of us or you need authority of a king. When they took the Great Bible, when they took the British Bible they had and they took him to King James, they got him to agree on who was first the king. He was first King James of Scotland. Well, he was King James of Scotland, came the first King James of England. He actually gave them the authority that they could reprint. The purpose of them reprinting this book was that they could give the authority or they could try to give kudos to or give a stance to the Catholic Church. Because William Tinsdale, who they actually transferred this book from, who actually transferred and learned from Martin Luther, never used church but one time. Everywhere you read church now, he never put it. That's why they had to put it, because it's going to be hard to try to solidify the Catholic Church and you only got the word church in there one time. That's why I love this book. I love it. I wouldn't take another one. I love it because I can stop white folks in their track. Now you got to ask yourself, yo, Negro preacher who been teaching church, ask him where he got it from. Because it's not in there. It was only in there one time. I can show you where it was. They make a fool out of it. Why he ain't put it right here? Why wouldn't he let the people in the church know? Why wouldn't the people in the church need to know that they say they are Jews and they're a liar? Why he ain't saying the Yahudim was at church? Because it don't make sense. We never went to church. You went to church in slavery. Think about it. Listen to it again. Let's see 2 and 9. Maybe the writer forgot. Let's see what he said.
I know thy works,
I know your works.
and tribulation,
And I know the troubles you've gone through. And what happened?
and poverty,
And I know your poverty.
but thou art rich.
But he said, but you are rich. And what else happened?
And I know the blasphemy of them,
That said they what?
are Yahudim.
See, he know that say they Christians. He meant to say Christians. Why in the hell one of us would say we was a Christian?
Right point. Right. Right.
They would never tell. That's how white people made a fool out of you. They would never told you they were no Christian.
That's right.
It wouldn't make sense that his name would be Christ, we'd be Christian, and he concerned about people saying they Yahudim or Jew. What sense would this make? Because that's not his name. They translated and still showed you that they made a fool out of you. This is what they call the New Testament. Why is he showing me visions about he gonna make some people that say they are Yahudim know he love me? That lie to say they me. Why would you lie and say you me? When he done established the church and he a Christian. And you supposed to be Christ-like. Why would he let the people Christ-like know it? That's why I like this book. I like this book. Boom! Just took out another Christian church.
That's right.
Every time I can kill a Christian believer with their own book.
Yeah.
Their own book. What are they going to make them do?
And I know the blasphemy of them
We'll say they Christians.
which say they are Yahudim,
And a what?
not,
And what they do?
but are the synagogue of Satan.
Why they wouldn't be in the church? Why wouldn't he bring up the church? Let's see what 3 and 9 say. Maybe he got church in there. But then you read the book, he got letters written to the 7 churches. That's when they show they make a fool out of you. He don't wrote a letter to the 7 churches. And then call none of them Christians. They don't even make common sense. And you know what you're supposed to do? Just pray. God work in my city. See, that's abstract. It ain't concrete. It's just thoughts and ideas that don't exist. It's called boom boom room. Listen to the book, 3 and 9.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
You said of the church?
of the synagogue of Satan,
That what?
which say they are Yahudim,
And what happened?
and are not,
Do what?
but do lie.
And what happened?
Behold, I will make them to come and worship.
And worship. Would come and do what?
Worship.
Come and do what?
Worship.
Where?
Before thy feet,
Why?
and to know that I have loved thee.
I don't know what these folks doing. That's why they got to come to me and get it. Because he told you where it was in 4 and 22. They worship, but they don't even know what they worship. I know what I'm worshiping.
That's right.
Salvation is of us.
Yes, sir.
They're going to have to come and do it.
That's right.
Because I'm associated with. I'm connected to. They don't like it. See, white man teach you this right here, he make you sit around here a whole nother thing.
Yep.
You realize they're going to have to come and bow down before your feet and do that?
Right.
That's tight.
That's right.
That's tight. Where they going to put me at? This means I'm going to have authority. This is what this represents. I put that lemon in front of it. That's authority and rule.
Yes, sir.
The lemon.
Yes, sir.
You put the olive and the lemon, the all, better look out, better look out. That's strength and that's authority.
Yes, sir.
The man going to crown me. That's going to give me strength and honor.
That's right.
These people going to have to come down. What you going to have to do when somebody got strength and honor? You got to come and bow down.
Amen. That's right.
He told you how one going to take a man out less one strong. He'll come and bind him. I'm going to bind these crackers.
Yes, sir.
We're going to have to bind him. That's what he coming back to do, to bind him. And we're going to take the house.
That's right.
Okay. Y'all ain't got to worry about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Listen, people just don't want to be conscious to what's going on and what's happening.
Yeah.
We have been sitting in these so-called churches, even in synagogue, in temples, in mosques, everywhere. And these people ain't been doing nothing but lying us, making a fool out of us. We don't have no real premise for our ideas. We don't have nothing concrete that we can actually stand on. They took this book, and we get through this book, we the biggest damn devils hit the planet. It was always used to demonize us. This book was used to entrap us. It was not used to empower us. And now I come to try to wake your understanding with this book. I ain't too many preachers doing what I got to do. I got to work 2 languages. I got to tell you what the operator, and I got to work through this. I got to work through slang and filth these people done put to make a fool out of us, just so I can educate our people. Because I know where we at. Anything come against the word Jesus Christ Christian, you've been taught to fight it and hate them off the rip. But the man that came and said Jesus Christ and Christian is the one that beat your ass, that took your wife, that raped your kid. I ain't done it to you. What you hate me for?
That's right.
The man that gave you Jesus Christ, gave you church, that gave you this stuff, and gave you welfare, the person did you the biggest hurt. Why are you fighting and hating me?
That's right. Yeah.
All right, Cam, why are you hating?
That's right.
Because they know that Yahudim on top.
Yeah.
That ain't right. That's good, y'all.